What day is it with Seth and Kelly? What day is it with Seth and Kelly? Hey everyone, I played it twice because nobody was watching. So I was
Very important that they saw the intro.
Yes. Did you just... Oh, you need to mute yourself. You're watching at the same time.
Wait, what?
You need to mute.
Oh, I do? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Do you have headphones? You should actually have headphones. Where'd you go?
Hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Oh, this is so funny.
Wait, so you hear me like double?
Yeah, I'm hearing you double. Oh, I'm hearing you double because I didn't mute it. Oh, that's what's happening. Oh, shit, that was me. Oh, I wasn't supposed to curse. Oh, no. Oh, no, I just got an email that we're live. That's okay. 8 people are watching. Sorry, everyone. That was totally me. I was hearing the delay because I left the YouTube open and it was playing and I was hearing everything 5 seconds delayed and I was like, oh, no. All right, let's just start the show over. This is what happens at the starts of the show. What day is it with Seth and Kelly? Hey, everyone. Welcome to the show. I'm Seth.
And I'm Kelly.
Woo! That was a little rocky, but we made it.
It's cool. It's cool. We got through it. And we're going to be talking about how we're all dealing during this quarantine. And each episode is going to have a different topic. And we have some really exciting guests coming on today that are going to be sharing their artistic passions with us.
Yes, our topic today is isolation creation. And all the topics rhyme every week because I'm really into rhyming. Because I'm a writer and that's what I do. So it's very exciting. We have 9 people watching, so that's better than 0. And I think one of them might be me, but I just exited out. So maybe I'm not watching anymore.
Well, we're really excited to talk to all of you guys.
Oh, we already have comments. Mary McCarthy says, hey.
Oh, that's my lovely mother. Hello.
Yes, so thank you for watching, Kelly's mom. Nice to virtually meet you.
She's my biggest fan.
And Sam Ghost says hi.
Hi.
Hi, Sam Ghost. We're up to 11 people. I feel like if people miss the theme song, I'm going to play it one more time.
Guys, the theme song's so good.
What day is it with Seth and Kelly?
I know.
I just love it. All right, I'll stop playing the theme song.
Was that your cat at the end of the theme song, Seth? Like,
of course. Of course it is. He's in the end of all my theme songs.
Smee is the star here, guys.
Yes, truly. I actually got him to turn around. He gets a little confused because we're doing so many virtual things now. I'm up to 7 shows a week I'm doing virtually. And so, like, a lot of the times we're facing that way. For the Facebook Live show, I face this way. And for my song cycle, actually my new song cycle song, The News Isn't New, came out today. We do this way. But for the virtual showcase is Tuesday night, and this show is this way. So he's always like, which direction am I supposed to be turning?
He's somewhere. He knows he's on camera. He knows he's being watched. That's the most important thing.
Joseph Smith says, hi, Seth. Hi, Kelly.
Hi,
Joseph. Thank you for watching. Your mom loves the theme song.
Oh, well, I'm so glad. We worked hard on it.
And look, Gianna's mom says hi. We're up to 16 people. I was worried no one was going to tune in. This is going great so far. Yeah. So yes, what were we going to talk about? Why are we doing this, Kelly?
So we are doing this because we all feel trapped right now in isolation, and we want to find a way to talk to other people in quarantine and talk to them about a different topic each episode to ask them how they're dealing with everything.
And how we're doing.
Talk about how we're doing, how much we're all losing our minds or not losing our minds, what level of insane we're at, all that good stuff. So I don't know, Seth, what level of insane are you at this point?
Well, I'm all right. I've gotten to the point where I'm overwhelmed because when I started this whole thing, I was like, I was going to do the Facebook Live 3 days a week, and that was it. And then I was like inspired to write my first song, and I haven't died yet. And I was like, maybe I can challenge myself to do one a week. And then I haven't died yet, and then I did 6 Feet Apart. Then I did Hypochondria. Then I did I Miss People, and then this week The News Isn't New, and next week is I'm Sick of My Apartment. And it's like, okay, so then I said I'm totally doing that. And then all of a sudden my girlfriend and I decided to do Zumba videos on Sundays called Sesame Street Zumba. So it's like I can put up my website so people can check all this stuff out. And it's like, so that took Sunday night. And so what am I missing? And then I decided to do my virtual showcases on Tuesday because I usually do them at Don't Tell Mama every week. And then I had all these people lined up, and I was like, everyone else was, Conan's doing it from home and SNL's doing it from home. I'm like, I guess I'll do showcases from home now. So this is now my 7th virtual project, and I'm just a little, I'm verklempt. It's a lot.
Well, you're keeping busy with all your projects. That's what I've been doing as well. I've been doing tons of YouTube videos. Just it's so crazy because I feel like I'm getting the most artistic work done now than I ever have pre-quarantine, which is nuts. And it's really cool too. And this is another reason Seth and I wanted to do this, is because like we see so many of you guys doing so many awesome things, so many artistic things, expressing yourselves in crazy ways, cool ways. And I feel like I'm learning more things about people that I never even met in real life, really, just through this experience, which is crazy.
That's true. Like we wouldn't have done this in real life.
Yeah, I mean, we might have not came up with the idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, we were both doing so many video things. Like Kelly wrote me, I think, on Friday, and she was like, let's collaborate on something. And I never need to be asked twice. I'm like, once somebody asks me to do something, I'm like, okay, we're going to do it. This is what's going to happen. And we put it together in 3 days, and here we are.
3 days.
And that's just how I am. Because, like, if we're going to do it, we might as well do it.
Might as well do it. So
yeah, and I'm already using this StreamYard platform for my showcases, and I'm like, I've already learned how to use it, so I thought this would be a fun thing to do. I don't know anyone else doing a talk show, really.
I haven't seen it.
Do they still exist on TV? Because I don't watch them.
Like they do, but I don't really. I mean, of course you have like Ellen and everything, but she's like a super celebrity at this point.
We're not as famous as Ellen yet, unfortunately.
I mean, like not yet, guys.
No, but soon. It's like, so I feel like this is kind of like Regis and Kathy Lee, kind of, but for the new generation. So do you want to be Regis or Kathy Lee?
Obviously Regis.
All right, then I guess I'm Kathy Lee. That's cool. She's had a longer career anyway. But she's still on TV. That's
true. We definitely, though, want to make this a positive thing, and we want to bring some joy into everyone's lives right now during this time. And I think having people come and open up on what they've been working on and what they've been doing to keep themselves happy and hopeful is a great thing. And there's a great way we can connect everyone and find a way to do that.
Lindsay Green says her insanity level is at a 7.5.
7.5. Okay, I'm kind of similar. I'm like around that. I'm around that area.
I'm feeling like maybe a 5 or 6. I feel great. I don't know. Besides my off-Broadway musical Love Quirks being closed, everything is pretty normal for me.
I know. I'm sorry about that, Seth.
I'm very sad about it.
I mean, it sucks. Everything. I mean, I started 2 new jobs and I was in training in both, and now they're both gone for now. So it's hard. But yeah, I just honestly, my insanity level, I will say I have had a few days where I've just been laughing for no reason, and I'm like, am I going crazy? I don't know. But that's why we got to keep doing positive things and stay positive.
We're just like putting all this stuff out there, and it's like, is anybody watching it? And sometimes yes,
like,
and
why am I doing it? Hey, I think this is a good thing now, and I'm really excited to do this and to start. Another thing that's weird, I don't know if you guys have been feeling it with quarantine, is the feeling of all the days blending into the next. Mm-hmm. That's something I've been struggling with.
Well, that's how you came up with the title for our show.
Yeah, exactly. What day is it at this point?
I don't know. If I didn't have these daily things I'm doing, I wouldn't know either. But I literally wake up and I have to remind myself. It's like, today is Thursday. Got it.
Yeah.
On the Brooklyn Nine-Nine later.
That used to actually matter because I had a schedule and I had work and I had things to do on Thursdays, but now it's just Thursday. Like every day is the same. I would say I usually eat breakfast at like 1:30 in the afternoon. My bedtime.
Yeah, that's about when I eat. I eat breakfast. I think I had breakfast at 1:30. I get up around noon. Smee doesn't like to sleep past noon. He gets really annoyed at me if I'm still not fed him. But no, I eat breakfast around 1:30. Yeah, I go to bed a little bit before 4. If I make it in bed before 4, I consider that good.
Yeah, totally. I'm same here. But I'm like a night owl in general. Like I've always been one. So this is kind of torture for me because it's like giving into my night owlism. Is that a word? It's not even a word.
Night owlism?
It's not a word. I made it up. I guess it's a word.
That's okay. We can make up words. I make up words all the time. Night owlism. Nightalism.
Night owlism? I don't know. Can that
be owl to the moon?
Night owl tendencies is kind of what I was saying.
Tendencies. I had a show called Neurotic Tendencies once.
I have neurotic tendencies.
I think actually one of the songs was about being a night owl.
Oh, well, Seth has written a song about almost everything.
I know. It's over 200 songs at this point.
Oh my gosh.
I thought I was done with songs. Like, I had not been writing songs in a really long time. I'd been doing the Songs with Seth series, which are 10-second songs, because I had this strategy meeting with a 19-year-old, and she told me all my material was too long, and I needed to just do 15-second videos. And I did 75 of them, which I put on my YouTube comedy channel. Cue Seth's website again, and it's like I hadn't been writing real songs, but this happened, and all of a sudden I was like, I have all these songs I want to write about this situation because it's new. Because I had written about every situation in my life, and life is kind of redundant. Sometimes you experience the same things over and over again. This is brand new.
Yeah. This is history right now that we're living through, which is crazy. I mean, it really is. And as much as it's scary, it's also actual history that the whole world is going through right now at the same time. And that's pretty incredible. I mean, it's scary, but we could find ways to view it positively in those aspects because it's a big deal. The whole world is going to be different after this.
It's like when you think about what you're going through, everyone's going through it. Like, yes. I think they said there were 22 million people on unemployment right now, that's a lot of people.
Did you ever think that would happen? That's crazy, right?
No. I mean, did you ever think that I would spend 10 years getting my show off Broadway to close 3 days before opening night because there was a pandemic? Mm-hmm. That's not in any of our packets for the show of the direction the shows could go, you know? Yeah. None of it was like, there also might be the possibility of this. Yeah. We have a message from Summer's mom. She loves the song that touts my webpage. She's talking about my jingle, SethBH.com. That's the jingle. And if you go to the webpage, it actually plays that. Thank you, Summer's mom. I guess we could call her Kate because that's what it says.
Oh, thank you.
This is great. So yeah, people, if you're watching, as a lot of people have figured out, you can comment and talk to us. And if you have questions you want to ask the people on the show today, I will put it on the screen. We can ask the people. So that's like the cool thing is this is interactive. That unless you're watching it later tonight, then it's not.
Gotcha. So Seth, you can see the questions, right?
Yeah, they pop up for me.
Cool.
Like right now, Kate just said thank you.
And that should be on the Facebook, right? Because I had a little bit of trouble with my Facebook page. I think that's why we also had some issues at the beginning. It looks like Facebook just like updated itself. I don't really know what it's doing. It's weird.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Do you want me? You want to put that on screen?
I might stay off this just so we could like get through the show and just like watch it later.
Yeah, no, you can put it on later.
Yeah, because I don't want to like mess up the flow. You know what I mean?
Oh, Sam is one of Gia's friends, by the way. I just checked.
Oh, okay, cool.
So that's exciting.
Oh, I'm so glad that
and Joseph Smith says, keep up the great work. So thank you, Joseph.
Oh, thank you, Joseph. I'm so glad you guys are tuning in. This is so exciting. I think another awesome thing about this time is like, I think everyone's being really brave because we're also bored that we're like trying things out of the box. And doing a podcast type of thing, talk show, was always something I've been interested in, but I never like really thought I would be brave enough to do it. So like, I'm so excited that like I was able to connect to you, Seth.
And I'm glad you asked me.
Yeah, totally. It's so fun and cool and uplifting to see people trying new things right now. And
like, I don't have to be asked twice. Like if someone asks me, that's like Amy Poehler's book that I have signed over there. Say yes. Oh. I always say yes.
Love Amy Poehler. Love her.
All right. So I think it's time to bring on our first guest tonight.
Yes.
So this is exciting. If we were on an actual talk show, there'd be a teleprompter we would read from, but we're not. So we're going old school. I have paper. She has her phone. I'm older school. Okay, when our first guest tonight is not mourning the loss of the 2020 baseball season, she is writing scripts and singing her heart out.
Most recently, she was seen on stage hosting Breaking the Internet Live, an interactive game show at the Tank Theater.
And these days, she finds solace in playing the online game Toontown and dreaming of Disney World. Please welcome Summer Moran. Hey,
Hello.
Summer. How's it going?
It's going. It's going. How
It's
are
so
we?
good to see you.
So good
It's good to see you too. You know, Seth, you and I have been friends for a very long time. And you're one of those people who, as you were just saying, is always down for pretty much anything.
Yeah.
And you're such a good friend because you're always reaching out to people and saying, hey, this thing is happening over here. You want to go to this event? You want to go to this concert? You want to go to this show? And I'm surprised you're doing so well because you're one of those people that likes to be out and about constantly.
Well, I like being out and about at night. So, like, during the day, I'm used to being home. Usually I would go out to see things, but I'm doing a lot of virtual stuff. Like, I have tonight, I have a virtual game night. We're going to play Code Names, which is one of my favorite games. I love it. And they put it online. So, like, that's fun. And I do, like, family time, FaceTime with my family every Tuesday. And I have groups of friends that we do Zoom or Google or Facebook, depending on their technology. And I also do TV nights with people who usually come over to watch TV. I set my iPad up by the television and we Skype or something.
Wow. Well, you also have to have, a lot of friends for that. And I see one of my closest friends just commented, my mom, and she said, hi, Summer.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to put that on the screen next. But I was putting up Sam's comment, how you're iconic.
That is very sweet. I think she's iconic. So I'm surrounded by iconic people who inspire me.
He is a friend of you.
That's right. He is. I actually saw him virtually this morning. He was reading one of the roles in my script.
Oh, how did that go?
It was excellent. This was a really smooth, free-flowing kind of script. I've done, I think, 3 or 4 of these readings now, and this was like surprisingly smooth and easy.
Yeah, I would have loved to do it, but it was too early in the day for me.
Well, yeah, I get that.
You're crazy.
A late riser.
Are you working on multiple scripts, Summer, or just the same one?
Yeah, I have been kind of resurrecting old scripts from college, from even like the tail end of high school, and just kind of reformatting them, reworking the stories with all the knowledge that I have now. Cool. But I have like 2 or 3 in development that are very, very recent, very new. And, it's a bit of a struggle because so much of my inspiration comes from the outside world.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, how do you find creative inspiration right now when you're in a room, in a house? You have to kind of go back in your memory banks, right? A little bit.
Exactly. Yeah, because you're surrounded by the same environment all day, every day. And I mean, you can only draw so much from looking at all the same stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's so cool, though, that you're staying artistically creative and pushing your boundaries and seeing what you could do with writing. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. So we were going to ask our guests some questions, right?
Yeah, we could totally ask our guests some questions.
Or we could just, I guess we should, right? It's a talk show.
I think that's how Conan does it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So what do you usually do in a normal day if you're not in quarantine? What would like a normal day in your life be like?
I love this question because expert job question maker. I have no normal days. I'm an actress. I really don't care. Some people get kind of bent out of shape about the terminology now. But
that's a very Generation Z thing to do.
I know, it really is. Yeah, most of the people are Gen Z. Every time I say to somebody, I'm an actor, and they're like over the age of 40, they're like, don't you mean actress? It's like, yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah. We're all actors. I don't care. But the nice thing about being an actor in New York City, of all places, is that there is no like standard day. But the ideal day is like being out in Washington Square Park, working on lines, going to an audition, seeing friends, eating an acai bowl in the park, things of that nature. Just the simple things that we sort of take for granted.
Your mom prefers the term actress.
I know she does, because she's an actress.
Oh, that is so cool. So you come from an actor family. That's awesome, Summer.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's definitely the joy of being in New York, is that every day could be something new and different, and it changes, and you could do something, you could be somewhere totally on the other side of the city one day and then on the opposite side the next. I haven't explored enough of New York yet at all. So
I just miss running into people. Like you would just randomly run into people and be like, oh my God, I haven't seen this person in 10 years. And now I'm running into them. Summer was in elementary school 10 years ago, but for those of us who are older, like I haven't seen this person in 15 years. Wow. But you don't get that anymore.
It's crazy.
I do try to text random people, though, to see how they're doing on Facebook or via text, just to check in.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing this whole time for sure. It definitely helps. It definitely helps. And we're not alone, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I think I have actually been not so much of a proponent for social media in the last year or two, because I felt myself disconnecting from other people through it and not spending as much quality time with loved ones. And then I did my show Breaking the Internet, and that was all about social media, very focused on how it can bring us together. And I think if we didn't have it right now, we wouldn't be able to do this. We wouldn't have so much communication.
Can you imagine doing this without the internet?
No, I was thinking about that all morning.
Gosh.
I think we go crazy.
Unbelievable. I only have so many books in my apartment.
Well, they lost power in somewhere in the South. I think there was a tornado.
Oh no.
Yeah, there were people there without power, so it was that's hard for them. Yeah, I can't imagine doing it without power. It's
going back to
if we couldn't watch TV, if I couldn't stream every day.
Yeah, what am I, a pilgrim? I think not.
But I do have a lot of books. That one I have. I have 550 books, and I just made a list of them on my website.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
I know. I can pull that up right now. Let's see. SethPH.com.
You don't have to.
List of books. I'm totally going to, because why else did I do it? My friend Ashley says it's the most Seth thing I've ever done. So there we go. If you go to my website, it's the list of 550 books I have, alphabetical by last name. And I did this project, speaking of projects, just to keep myself busy. But now, because I'm in a virtual book club, and I don't want to buy more books. So my girlfriend says I should read what I have, and I haven't read at least 200 of these. So now for the virtual book club, I can send this to them and say, here, just pick a book on this list, please.
Very cool.
Wow, that's great.
It's still going. Here, I'll scroll faster.
You will never run out of material.
Yeah, no. And I never read either. I'm trying to make myself read for an hour a day, but it doesn't always happen.
I was a big reader in high school. I would love to get back into it, though. I read fiction all the time.
Yeah, that's what I read, mostly fiction.
Yeah, young adult novels. the corny, cheesy romance stuff. And some fantasy stuff. But it's really crazy how things are different right now. And
Summer's mom says she read a book once.
That's good. That counts.
And Kelly's mom said it was Louisiana where they didn't have power.
Oh, the tornado.
And Joseph says it's all about the book's winky face.
I mean, I think this time period could help everyone become more book smart if they want to put their mind to it. I mean, that's one thing I've beat myself up over. I'm kind of I should be reading, because I have books sitting over there and I just kind of look at them, but then I'm just glued to my phone again. It kind of makes you realize how much we're kind of addicted. You
gotta put it down. No, I do. For an hour a night, I make myself read. It's in my plan for the day. It's like my sister has 2 kids and she has schedules for them. And I think that's a really helpful way to get through this, is to make a schedule for yourself.
I did see that on Twitter. I've admittedly, and my mom knows this, have been spending far too much time on Twitter the last couple of weeks. But this girl had posted here's my quarantine routine. And the morning was something for the mind, afternoon, something for the body, evening, something for the soul. And I was like, this is so good on paper. I have attempted several times over now to, read for 20 minutes a day and meditate for 10 and make sure, I'm eating a healthy lunch, and it is just constantly falling apart because, oh, wait a second, I have this, and this has everything I need. This feeds me more than food does.
I love
Thank you.
But seriously, it's so cute.
I have the Muppets on mine.
That is the most Seth thing ever.
Yes, of course.
No, but totally. It's so hard. And honestly, one thing I want to say about that is like, I've been trying to do the same thing. I've been trying to like meditate every day, eat healthy, have like a routine set for myself so I don't go crazy. But like, we have to realize if we do fall off the bandwagon, we can always get back on and we don't have to like beat ourselves up for having an off day.
You definitely don't have to beat yourself
no,
up. No,
you can have a chill day. Like I for the first time laid in bed like all day, like yesterday. And I was like, I feel horrible about myself for doing this, but like, that's what my body was feeling, you know? I think we got to just listen to what we're feeling.
And
you know?
with respect to, you know, every artist in this community, I think a lot of us are kind of feeling the pressure to go online and be like, look what I did today. I finished this and I learned these lines and I did a self-tape and I did that. And I saw somebody online, you know, yesterday say, I finished a script. What did you do today? And I was like,
that's rude.
Are you kidding? Sometimes
that's
for every one day that I do something quote unquote productive, I have 3 where I'm lying on this couch with my phone in my face. And that's gotta be okay sometimes.
It is okay
Joseph
sometimes.
Smith says, be kind to yourself, especially now.
There it is.
Wonderful words.
Be
Wonderful
kind to
words.
yourself. Yeah. And it's easy to forget that even in this time when you yourself are the only person you have.
Absolutely. And that's why I think it's important to listen to how we're feeling each day instead of feeling pressured to keep up with the routine and keep doing the inspirational things you do are going to come when they're naturally supposed to happen for you. That's how I'm seeing it. And the fact that you're writing is great, you know, and I'm working on I've been doing my live streams on Facebook, but some nights I kind of just don't feel up to it. I'm depressed. I don't feel like doing it. And I don't. And I used to feel guilty about that. But I think right now, the most important thing is to really listen to how we're feeling.
Yeah, definitely. And that's not to say like, don't work, don't put any effort in. No. But do things when they feel good. And I think, you know, Joseph really hit the nail on the head with be kind to yourself. I write when I really feel like it and I really have a good idea. And, you know, I was going to write one script and I couldn't get it out of my brain. I could not get everything up here onto the page. And I said, you know, F it. Not a big deal right now.
Yep. Well, we were going to ask you what your advice is for inspiration, but I think you just shared it right there.
Kevin Moran did nothing today.
And that's my dad. And that's perfectly fine.
Yep.
Yeah,
exactly.
no, I think that was great. So I think we are going to move on to our next guest, but we're going to bring Summer back at the end at the Roundtable. So all of Summer's, I saw Kevin down here. All of Summer's friends and family, keep watching. Summer will be back in a bit. Thank you, Summer.
Thanks,
Summer.
You.
I'll see you guys later.
All right. Our next guest. Oh, Kelly reads the first one.
Yes. Our next guest is a Florida girl living the dream in New York City. She's a journalism graduate from the University of Central Florida with a passion for the written word, film, and comedy.
In the past year and a half, she's interned at Refinery 29, performed in the Old School sketch comedy show at the Pit in Manhattan, acted in the Black Box New Play Festival in Brooklyn, choreographed a dance for a short film, Biff and Me, and technical produced Broadway's Elizabeth Welch's Cabaret at Green Room 42.
How? She's always bringing her Italian flair wherever she goes, and she's a grammar enthusiast who diagrams sentences for fun.
You can always find her at the movies and quoting John Mulaney. John Mulaney. Please welcome Gia Doxey.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Gia.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. And Seth and Kelly, thank you so much for doing this.
Oh, no, thank you for being here. This is fun. We still have 14 people watching, so at least some people are enjoying what we're doing.
Yeah, come on in, 14 people. I have food ready to go.
How have you been holding up throughout all the craziness, Gia? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So I've been okay. I'm not going to lie. So I feel so inspired, but just like how you guys were talking about before, I feel like there is this immense pressure to basically write the next great American novel or the next amazing musical like Seth Leppard's.
Thank you. Sam Ghost says we love Gia.
Oh, I love you, Sam. Yay. Well, I have to say, so Sam is the reason I met Summer, and Summer is the reason I met Seth. So thank you.
Yeah, that's true. We met. Summer did a stand-up comedy night in the East Village, and it was like Avenue C, and it was like being in the '90s in Rent.
Exactly. That's the perfect way to put it.
Did you see the people doing cocaine in the back?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never
New York,
been.
Baby. That's why I moved to New York, just to experience these kind of crazy things.
I have never ever seen cocaine done in my life until that day.
Wow, that's wild. Well, speaking of that and everything, is usually what I would do with my life day to day. Also because of summer, I am a presenter at a company called Elevate Education, where basically I would be in a different borough every single day. So I'm used to being on the go from 4 a.m. till midnight or later, just working and meeting people and walking the city, going to the movies. That's just what I like to do, and that kind of that energy, that Manhattan energy that I miss so much, is what really kept me going. And but of course, it's a miracle that we do have that we have the internet, that we have social media, that we can do this. But because of that, there is that classic kind of middle school, high school pressure to always be doing the next big thing. Yeah. But I'm realizing, because I totally shorted out, I think is the best way to put it, last month. I'm finally feeling better, and I'm creating things. I'm dancing more, I'm writing more, but it took me a while to get there. It really did.
Yeah.
Did you take a few weeks off?
Oh, what's that?
That's how it felt, honestly. And a lot of people are trying to look at it as a vacation or a long thing. But the problem is that, because it's hard, because I can switch on a dime with having an inspirational point of view versus a very, very grim point of view. Because I live right across the street from Mount Sinai Queens Hospital in Astoria.
Ooh.
So I'm on the first floor, so I'm used to hearing the sirens and everything anyway. But now I really know exactly what's happening. So it's tough dealing with that. But I know that I'm not, on the front lines, but still, I can't just look at myself and be like, look, just because I am not an essential worker doesn't mean that I can't have these emotions.
Do you bang your pot at 7 o'clock?
Yeah, so not my pot exactly, but I like to go outside and with my mask and everything, of course, and clap and do what you gotta do.
Yeah, for anyone watching who's not in New York, every day around 7, everyone's been clapping. For all of the workers and everyone that's out there right now fighting to help all of us. And it's a really beautiful thing. It makes it a little less haunting in a way. And it's really nice because it feels like you could hear it all over the city. I think it's amazing.
Yes, it's the pure New York spirit, which is
absolutely. Yeah. It's really beautiful. And honestly, what you said, Gia, I relate to you so much. I actually live in Sunnyside, so I'm pretty close to Astoria.
Oh wow!
And yeah, so we're kind of neighbors.
Oh, you guys can totally hang out at some point eventually.
But I used
to catch a 7 train.
Absolutely. I spent so much time just like hearing the sirens and having anxiety over them so often. So I completely relate. Because every time you hear them now, you're thinking about, the worst, so I completely understand the fear behind that. And even though you're not on the front lines, you're of course more than right to feel those emotions, because we're all scared. We all have a right to be scared right now, no matter what position we're in, So it's great that you have that insight about that. It's nothing that we should beat ourselves up over, because I've had the same fears.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
and it's normal basic survival needs. And it's crazy because, of course, being from Florida, when all of this really started happening, I went into hurricane mode immediately. And I was thinking, okay, we're going to lose power. I need to get batteries. But it's not like that. We still have all of this communication, like you guys were also talking about earlier. Because imagine going through this without the news, or without local news, without the internet, anything. Of course, we can look at it in the opposite direction, thinking that it's too much content and it's instilling fear, but that's not what it's meant to be. It's just meant to be information. Yeah. So I'm just always trying to look at it that way. Yeah.
When you're looking at it the right way, that's the exact advice my friend gave me one day when I was freaking out. He's like, these are good things. These are precautions. The more we know about this, the more we should feel safe.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we're talking to artists today, right, Seth? So
yes.
How do you feel your artistic inspiration has changed during this quarantine? Have you tried anything?
Good question, Kelly.
Yeah.
Sure. How's it changed? Well, I don't think it's changed much at all, because I always look at things, well, firstly from a journalistic point of view. So I'm seeing how things are now.
Because you have a journalism degree.
Yes, sir. Yes. But I'm also a filmmaker as well. So it's taking it from where we are now, but always making a connection to the past. I'm a very nostalgic person. So I'm also thinking how we would have been when this was in the Spanish flu or in the plague. How did people get through it? And entertainment is the answer every single time. So I'm trying to find some comedic flair in there. Yeah, so I would say it's the same approach, just different circumstances.
Absolutely.
Well, I think we have it a lot better than the Spanish flu did. Wow.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Not to say that this is a walk in the park, because it's absolutely not, but it's definitely a few notches up.
Well, you can go for a walk in the park. You just have to stay 6 feet apart.
True.
Like your song, Seth.
Exactly. I like that one. It's very catchy.
It is catchy. It's gotten stuck in my head a few times. That's great. I feel like now is a really amazing time for artists. I think everyone's realizing how important art actually is during this time, because like you said, it is the comedic flair that keeps all of us going through hard times. And I think that's why so many artists are expressing themselves more and being like, let me channel all of these feelings into my art. I think that's a really beautiful thing.
Yes, I agree. And in all forms too, because like this is a talk show, and Seth and Kelly, I'm sure you do too, because you have different, like you have like 30-second songs like you did for your stories, or you have longer, long form or TikTok videos that are, basically a minute or less. So
I don't know what TikTok is. I've heard of it, but I have not, I don't really experience that one.
Well, do you remember what Vine was?
I've heard of Vine also, but I didn't really do that one either.
Basically, all you need to know is that it's short form videos, and it could be drama, comedy, whatever. There's also a new system called Quibbly.
I heard of that, but you have to watch on your phone. Like, I can't watch anything on my phone. My phone is really tiny.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
well, it's designed just for your phone. So I guess, of course, depending on your eyesight.
What are you doing? Like, he's not going to be in the frame anymore. He decided to move to the couch, which is much comfier.
He's like, I've had my time in the limelight.
No, he does. He doesn't make it through the virtual showcases are like an hour and 20 minutes. And after the first 20, he's like, sorry, Daddy, I've been on screen. And he was on screen for a good half hour now. So it's all right. People saw him. It's okay. According to Sam Ghost, TikTok is addicting.
Absolutely.
Yes. Are you on TikTok? Because I'll have to follow you.
I do have one. I wouldn't follow me. I have very weird things on there.
TikTok is weird. It's a weird app.
It's weird. If you want to, sure, I'll follow you back. Absolutely. Yeah, you have it. It is addicting. Well, Sam and I are in a group chat with all of our college friends, so we always constantly send each other TikToks back and forth.
Oh, but nice. TikTok is that like Snapchat?
So it's kind of like a short little skit video.
I feel so old.
You can make your own skits in a way. So it's very similar to Vine. It's hard to explain though, because you can really do anything you want on there.
You can, and it can go longer than a minute as well, which is
no longer than a minute. So you really have to be creative with what you think of. I'm like too much of an old lady to really know what TikTok is either, but like, I had someone tell me about it and I downloaded it and started using it. And I've actually gained quite a following on there. Like it has a lot of traction. And if you find like a good niche for yourself, it's a great platform to express yourself. And it's just really fun. It's just really fun. I don't know. I could see how it wouldn't be for everybody though.
I like using my computer. I like using my camcorder. I like watching things on the television. Like I don't watch stories on Instagram because you have to do it on a phone. It's too small a screen. So I don't really participate in that stuff.
No, and I totally understand. And it's better
I'm just showing my age. I'm just showing my age.
No, not at all. Well, of course, like with our AOL days, I still have my AOL.
My parents still have an AOL email address.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I definitely think Kelly can relate to this because I feel like in this time, it feels like we're back in middle school where we didn't have a car, couldn't go anywhere. All we would do is make videos at home anyway and Skype and AM our friends. It's the same thing. So I'm enjoying that.
Yeah, I didn't have any of that in middle school.
Yeah. You didn't, Sam?
No, I did not. I had books. I used to read books. I used to watch Nick at Night on cable.
There you go. Well, Full House, the lineup for that, Full House was on 9 to 9:30. And then you had George Lopez on after that. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to think what else. But yeah, that was great.
At night. Oh my God. No, that's so funny because I totally do relate to that because I grew up like making home videos with my friends and like constantly making home movies and just like doing little photo shoots. I was always like doing videos. So it is weird because it's like, oh, I have so much time. I guess I'll do a creative project when but now we're adults doing that. So it's crazy. So in a way,
somebody is saying Friends on Nick at Night. No.
yes.
To be clear, when I watched Nick at Night, it was the Dick Van Dyke Show, Mary
Yes.
Tyler Moore, Bob Newhart, Green Acres, Mr.
Oh.
Ed, Bewitched, I Dream of Jeannie, Friends. I saw every episode the week it aired on NBC. Thank you very much. Wow.
Wow.
Thank you
See,
for
I
making
love
me
that.
feel old.
Oh,
No, those are the best times.
Yeah, and I would say, if anything, Seth, you're knowledgeable. I don't.
Yeah.
But
And you're still
so what were we gonna do? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah. I think we're going to have to move to our next guest already because
okay.
it's
Yeah, I feel
it's
like
already
we're-
been 40 minutes.
How
This
long
is
is-
flying by.
How long is our show, Seth? Did we even decide?
Yeah, we're trying for an hour.
Is it
So
an hour?
we're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't ask people to watch more than an hour of me at a time. I mean, they can if they choose to. See,
An hour is good.
here we go. Kelly's mom remembers the days of the Dick Van Dyke Show being on Nick at Night too.
I remember my mom talking about it.
All right, well, thank you, Gia. We're going to bring you back for the roundtable in about 10 minutes.
sounds great.
Yeah, thanks for talking with us.
Okay, our final guest tonight has been in 3 Broadway shows.
She was Natasha Pierre in The Great Comet of 1812,
And she was in Finding Neverland.
in Bright Star.
She happens to be obsessed with paper, and this is a true story. Her father sent her an Easter ham in the mail in a plastic bag stapled to the back of a legal pad.
Wow.
All right, please welcome Mary Paige Nance. What's
my
up?
Hi.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi. Nice to meet
I don't
you.
know you, but now I know you.
Yeah.
Yes, you've learned a lot about Kelly in the last 40 minutes.
Nice.
Yes, I'm in my window. I'm giving you like dramatic lighting, but I feel like it's good.
That's okay.
Yeah, I think so. We can see you. That's the important thing.
Hi, Seth.
How's it going? I miss you so much.
I miss you too.
I
I'm
miss
so mad I didn't
everybody
get to
so
see-
much.
Oh, I know. I'm so mad I didn't get to see Love Quirk.
Well, Kelly didn't see it either. Out of all the guests tonight, the only one who managed to see it was Gia.
Well, I had tickets to opening night.
I know. Well, Summer and Kelly were going to come Saturday, and we canceled the show on Friday.
Yeah.
It's all right. As I told everyone to come the first 2 weeks, and people were procrastinating. And
No,
It's
I
all
wanted
right.
to be there opening night. You know that I did.
we're going to have an opening night. I just don't know when.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
So what's going
We'll have
on?
another
You're
one.
still doing creative things, I hope?
Yes, I'm doing creative things. Yes, I do need to clarify that my father, so he didn't send me an entire ham. He sent me slices of ham.
Oh.
Like, so I'm from Virginia, and Smithfield ham is like a very specific thing, and you can only get it in Virginia. And it's like from the Smithfield region. It's really salty, and it's cured, and it cannot be refrigerated. So he literally sent me a plastic, like literally a Ziploc stapled to it was hilarious. So I just needed to clarify that it was not an entire ham.
I thought it was an entire ham. I'm just reading what you sent to me, but I thought it was like he took the whole ham.
You see my tulip?
That's adorable.
Oh, those are so pretty.
They're my Easter
so
tulips.
pretty. Oh my gosh.
What did you ask me?
That's amazing. I feel like
Creative?
Oh, I had asked before you clarified that. Yeah, I was going to say, what are you still doing to keep yourself creative?
Oh yeah, I feel like I have a delay with Kelly. I feel bad. I don't know. Maybe it's my headphone. What am I doing to be creative? Well, I did have my first
I feel like
voice
there might
lesson.
be some kind of delay.
What'd you say?
Oh, yeah, Kelly is freezing over there.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to take Kelly out for a bit while she sorts that out, and she's totally frozen. All right. Hopefully
Okay.
she'll figure this out. Kevin Moran
We'll
asks, is
figure
there
it
a
out.
difference between a Smithfield ham and a Virginia ham?
Well, people always advertise ham as Virginia ham, but it's not Virginia ham. Like, when you go to the store and you go to the deli and it says Virginia ham, it doesn't mean anything. And they just mean it's like kind of salty. But Smithfield ham is from like Smithfield County. So there's specific hams that like live there. Not hams, pigs. And they're Smithfield hams. And so it's like cured a certain way and it's super salty and it's like, you like shave it off almost.
Oh, there, Kelly's back. Does that work now, Kelly?
Kelly's back.
Is it working? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you guys hear
Yeah,
me?
that's better.
Okay, cool. I heard you guys talking about ham the whole time. So continue.
Great. Important conversations here on your TV show. Yeah. What was your question? Creative. I
Yes.
had my first voice lesson today.
I'm going to try this now that the cat's gone. How's this? Do we like this better?
This looks a little
I should
more
do that.
yeah, so you said you said voice lessons?
I had my first voice lesson today that I
Are you teaching or you're taking?
This lighting is really okay. I took one. My voice teacher Eddie is fabulous, and he does online stuff. And I have not been wanting to sing at all. I've not been wanting to do theater. I haven't been wanting to watch theater. I've been very not about
watching
that.
theater, I find it really depressing. Because I put on Pride and Prejudice the other night, and I just started crying, and I was like, I can't watch theater right now.
Yeah, I can't. I just don't. I don't know. I was supposed to be in rehearsals right now for a show, and I was gearing up.
I know. That's why you couldn't do Love Quirks.
I know. So I was kind of in that mode of getting ready to go to work, and I had been training for it and focusing on it and really excited about it. And so when that didn't happen, I feel like we're all kind of grieving in our own way, and it was kind of I don't know. I feel like I had to kind of mourn the fact that the life that I had been planning is not happening. But I'm also feel like I'm just constantly mourning what is happening in the world and people that I know and people who I know their friends who are dying, and it's just too much. So I don't really want to sing when that happens. So I don't know. I've been finding being creative in different ways has been really helping me and kind of what I want to do. So I just haven't been reading too much into it. I've just been well, also I'm not going to do theater for another 6 months. We are not going to be back in the theater for a long time.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel
we don't really know. I mean, I keep hearing different things everywhere. So we're just going to have to keep waiting and seeing.
Yeah, but it's kind of nice because I feel like when we as actors are out of work, we kind of have this pressure to keep our craft up, and we have to stay ready even though we don't know what we're doing. But right now it's kind of a blessing that we don't have to do that. So if you choose to be creative in another way, or you choose to kind of exist just as a human, that's actually kind of great. So it's kind of this luxury of well, we don't have to be ready to go at a certain time. We should just stay in the moment and do what makes us happy. So today I was I should take a voice lesson. I want to get back into regular, warming up. I just 20 minutes, but
Summer's father says, if our actors are depressed, what are we to do?
Oh, well, sad. Well, we're not depressed. I think we're just.
He says that they count on us to lift them up.
Yeah.
And then Summer's mom says, what lovely guests you have today.
Aw. Summer, your parents are so sweet. Thank you so much for the support. And they're so right. And honestly, I think it's really beautiful that you're just listening to your intuition right now. And everything you said kind of goes back to what we talked to Summer about, is that we need to listen to how we're feeling. And there shouldn't be pressure on us. If you are sad and we're all feeling sad, we shouldn't feel the pressure to have to perform and have to sing. And by expressing yourself in new ways, you're probably learning more about yourself that you never knew before. Right? Probably ways that you haven't thought to express yourself before. That's what I've been noticing people doing, at least.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is even though it's really awful and tragic and a horrible time, it's also kind of a beautiful time for people to just look inward and just be with themselves and not obsessively consume content and feel this pressure, as you said, to put stuff out there. And if you want to, great, use the time. But I just have found that day to day, I'm so different. One day I feel great and I feel I really want to do it. Someday I literally it's all I can do to make my meals, still, which I think is what we should be doing. We're in a state of shock, so everything's okay. So yeah, what I've been doing, I've been making. So I've always loved craft. I make stuff with my hands. I'm obsessed with paper, as I said, and I've always made books for people. In high school, a year ago, I learned how to hand sew books together. And so I've always loved it. It's been a hobby of mine forever. And I've always kind of made them for birthday presents for people and stuff like that. And I've always wanted to start a business, but I've never pulled the plug because I've always been busy and I was worried if I got orders, I wouldn't have time to do it. But I did it. I launched my paper business.
Yes.
That's so cool.
That's have an Instagram for my paper business.
That's crazy.
That's so cool.
So yeah, I have books I can show you that I made. If you
Yes,
want to see.
please. Here, I'll put you on a wider screen.
Put me on a wider screen, baby.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really failing at this. Well, you can see my. I also hurt my back in quarantine.
Oh,
Which
no.
is
How'd that
fine, but
happen?
I've been, like, I was going to teach a master class. That's the other thing. I've been teaching a lot. I just
Oh, we're going to have a lot of teachers on in 2 weeks. It's called Teacher Feature.
Yeah, we're doing a teacher episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
it's been great, but at the same time, like, my body was like, sit down. Like, I feel like I was even doing too much in the quarantine. I was like signing up to do a lot of stuff. I was teaching. And I signed up to teach a Finding Neverland workshop because I was in the original cast. I can teach the original choreography. And I literally, the morning I woke up to teach it, and I have an old injury from that show. And I kid you not, I woke up that morning and kind of like stretched my back, and it was like totally exacerbated that exact injury. And
you
so
mean
exacerbated.
I was trying to get back in there. It didn't work. Never mind.
Yeah. But anyway, so I've been like not dancing because I've been in pain, but it's okay because, we're here to do other things. Okay. So these are some books. So what I've been doing is I'm making custom orders for people. So if they have specific things they want, I order them, I make it, but then I'm making a bunch like to sell at once. So I'm going to have like probably 10 or so that I'll put up for sale. And what I do is I take old books and then I rip them apart and then make them into new books. So here's one.
Oh.
It's a little journal. This one was Curious George.
Oh, Curious George.
Oh, how cute.
At the ballet. Can you even believe? So I like take off the covers and then I sew together. This one's a journal.
Oh, it's like he was monkeying around.
There you go. And because it's at the ballet, of course, I had to make it a chorus line themed.
Oh, that's so cute.
And that's the inside.
That's the inside. So I use this little feather as a bookmark, but this is inside. It's just a journal. But it has little chorus line theme in the front and the back. So I take old books and I make them into new books. This one's Prince and the Pauper, which is like put together with some lace. This one's
That's
really
by
fun.
Mark Twain.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
Well, who knew we were talking about books like 10 minutes ago? So this is
There you
this
go.
is an extra theme of our episode.
If I saw those selling at a store when stores weren't scary, I would have bought them hands down.
You can buy it now.
I would totally. That's an amazing idea for a journal. I love how unique they are too. That's so cool.
Thank you. Well, you can follow me at A Page of Mary on Instagram.
I would love to. Yes.
I think I have. I have your at Mary Paige Nance. Is there a different one?
We can all connect after this for sure. We all should definitely.
I will change it. A Page of Mary.
Well, there's 2 accounts now. My original account used to be
I see. Okay, let me put them both on then.
And then I changed my handle to be more #profesh.
Is that right? So you have A Page of Mary and Mary Paige Nance?
That's right.
That's all of Mary Paige's stuff.
I'm going to follow her. I love
All right, well, it is time for our roundtables. So we're bringing everyone back now. So we're going to add Summer and Gia. Welcome back, guys.
Hi. Hello.
How does this look? Do you like this better or this? This is
I
a
think
little.
that.
I like that.
All right, we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
The logo's cutting off my face.
Yeah. So Kelly, move over a little bit so that your logo is not. There we go. All right. So welcome to our round table. Before we end the show, we have like 7 minutes left, but we might go over because that's the thing. You're not on a network. If we do a 62-minute show, it's okay.
What are they going to do? Fire us? We're essential.
Yes, we're definitely essential. According to your father, we are. So,
Thanks,
all right.
Dad.
So roundtable questions. This is just kind of fast fire round. And I guess we'll go around in a circle. So I'll start. Then we'll do Mary, Paige, Kelly, Summer, and Gia. Just answer these quite quickly. What are you binging right now? Personally, I just finished Altered Carbon. And this weekend, we get Cinemax and HBO for free for those of you with cable, which might just be me. I'm going to be watching CB Strike, the books based on J.K. Rowling's mystery series, which I love. And so I'm finally getting to watch those with the free preview of Cinemax. All right, Mary Paige, what are you binging?
Okay, I'm horrible and I don't watch TV, which is kind of embarrassing, but I just can't find the time to do it. I know it's ridiculous. But now that I have the time, I've been like, okay, I should probably watch TV. So I'm catching up on everything that came out like 20 years ago. that like everyone in the world has seen except for me. So right now I'm doing the Blacklist. Have you watched that?
Yeah, I've seen every episode of the Blacklist.
I love it. I'm only on season 2.
There's a lot of twists and turns to come.
I'm excited. I'm delayed with TV, but that's what I'm watching right now. Every couple days, yeah, maybe.
Kelly, what are you watching?
I've just been a big dork this time, and I've been watching a bunch of anime and cartoons.
Yeah,
I'm just a big cartoon dork. So right now I'm rewatching this anime called My Love Story, which is one of my favorites of all time that I've ever seen. My friend gave me his Hulu info, so I've been watching that. It's really cute. And I also, speaking of not anime and cartoons, because it's not all I watch, it kind of is, but I finished watching the reality show Love is Blind, if you guys have ever heard of it. It's really like stupid, but if you want something like stupid and addicting at the same time with like just like clearly it's fake. It's like it reminds me of like old MTV reality TV, but it's kind of amazing in a bad way. So highly suggest.
Summer, what are you binging?
Yeah, I watched all of Love is Blind, consumed that very quickly.
Not my kind of show.
You would hate it. But one show that everybody kind of seems to like that did not do so well on the air that I just finished is Community. So that's had 6
a great
seasons.
Show.
A fantastic show. Would never fly today. The types of jokes they make are absolutely out of this world for the world that we live in today. But it was really entertaining. So I'm still kind of like getting over that one because it was really, really good and I was very emotionally invested.
The season 4 of Community is really bad because Dan
Terrible.
Harmon got fired.
Awful.
And then he came back and had to pick up the pieces. And season 6 originally aired on Yahoo.
Yeah.
I watched all those seasons live as well because I watch TV when it happens, not years later. Gia, what are you binging?
TV elitist.
I am a TV elitist. Gia, what are you binging?
Oh, well, I have to say Tiger King. I do. I love that show. Well, the documentary, I should say. I finished it, so I'm always going back and forth. I can never just binge one show in one shot. I always have to go like in between different ones. So I've been watching Mad Men a lot. Of course, The Sopranos. Of course, Maisel, my favorite show of all time right now. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, and all that stuff. And Nancy Meyers actually was on Katie Couric, and she gave us a whole list of the movies that she's been watching, all of like The Apartment and Birdcage and all those classics. So I've been rewatching those too.
Oh,
that's very productive. Wow.
Wow,
all right, so
thank you.
What are you guys binge eating? For me, I'm really into peach yogurt. I went to the store and I got like 25 peach yogurts so I could have one a day for the next 4 weeks or so. Mary Paige, what are you binge eating?
Oh my gosh. I have to say eating's been the hardest part of this whole drama. Like getting food that I want or need. So I never have what I want. So we have a giant bag of rice that we've had since the beginning. It's literally this big and we just keep like going down in rice. But I haven't had snack. I haven't had like a chip in so long because we just haven't been buying that. But my friend who works at Trader Joe's in California offered to send me some stuff. And so she sent me a care package. We did a trade. I sent her a journal and she sent me a care package of Trader Joe's stuff. And it's filled with like Trader Joe's goodies. And it's the first time I've had snacks in a month. Wow. And I'm so happy. It got here yesterday. So I'm very excited about it.
All right, Kelly, what are you binge eating?
Well, I'm literally the opposite. All I've been doing has been I've just been eating snacks, and I feel horrible about it. But it's fine. I mean, I've always been a snacker though, so I've been having a lot of like chips and hummus and stuff. But I've also been experimenting with cooking, and I've been doing a lot of nice like sautéed vegetable dishes. So that helps me feel like I'm at least playing around with cooking ideas. And I actually recently made like this chickpea and asparagus stir fry that was amazing.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm vegetarian, so I do a lot of like veggie dishes. So yeah, I don't know, I've been having fun in the kitchen. I don't know.
All right, Summer, what are you eating these days?
Yeah, I usually start the day with a screwdriver and take it from there.
I believe it.
A lot of frozen chicken nuggets, but I really, really am into supporting local businesses, and whatever's open right now, I'm trying to like order directly from them because I mean, just walking around my neighborhood, there are so many places that I'm seeing suddenly like boarded up. And to me, that doesn't read as like, this is a temporary close. And that makes me nervous. So I'm trying to like support the local people here as much as I can.
All right, Gia?
Well, I am still eating a lot of my Easter dinner because I made like 4 different pizza rusticas, so I'm still eating those.
Just for
Every day.
yourself?
Sorry?
Just for yourself?
Honestly, yes, because no one else wants it, so it's for me. Yeah,
All right.
all of my Italian dishes, I've been eating those.
So I think we have time for one more question. So I'm going to pick, who is your main quarantine buddy? For me, I'm lucky to live with my girlfriend and my cat. And there's at least 4 people I check in with every day. How about you, Mary Paige? Who is getting you through this?
I'm quarantined with my boyfriend, Johnny, who's incredible. And we've been very lucky to have each other. And I feel lucky. And yeah, I check in with a lot of people every day, but Johnny.
All right, moving on to the single people. Kelly?
I honestly have like a solid 5 people quarantine buddy system going on that I check in with every day. But I do have 2 quarantine buddies that I talk to more than others. But honestly, it's just random for me. I've been trying to reach out to anyone I care about as often as possible.
I think that's a great thing to do.
See how they're doing. I mean, I've reconnected with some people I haven't talked to in forever throughout this experience, and it's been great. It's brought me closer to friends I haven't seen in a long time too. So, yeah,
well, that's like one of the good things that has come out of this.
Definitely
one of the few good things. Summer, who are you quarantining with?
I live alone, so I spend a lot of time having Bob Ross talk to me, and I call my mom probably 25 times a day. So
your mom is still watching.
Well, she's good like that.
All right, Gia, who's your quarantine buddy?
My boyfriend, Vinny, who is wonderful, but he's working right now. He works all day, every day from home. And of course, my core group of friends and my mom and my sister and my stepdad.
Every time you mention Vinny, I think of my cousin Vinny.
As you should.
But not my actual cousin Vinny, Joe Pesci, I mean. I don't have any cousins Vinny. All right, well, it looks like we've been here for a little over an hour, so I think that'll be it. But thank you to the 14 people still watching. I think I'm gonna thank you to the guests, and then we'll end the show with Kelly. So thank you, Mary Paige, Gia, and Summer. It was really great to spend this time with you guys. All right, taking them out, and now it's back to me and Kelly, and I will switch to this view. No, yeah, I think that's cute. And let me put up the banner one more time. Ta-da! All right, Kelly. Well, that was super fun.
We did it.
How'd you think it went?
I think it went well. It was fun.
Yeah,
I think we're going to get into the flow of things, but I think we can.
We'll be back next week. I think we'll talk a little less at the start and have more time for the roundtable because that was really fun. But I think 3 guests is great. I don't think we need to do a 4th guest.
No, I think 3 is perfect.
Yeah.
So if any of you guys want to be on the show, private message me or Seth.
Yeah, please.
Should we?
Kevin Moran says, good show, guys.
Yeah,
and Joseph Smith says, stay connected, stay well again, and be kind to yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching.
And we'll see you. If you guys want to be on the show, contact either me or Seth on Facebook, and we could talk about it and talk about topics. Should we end the show by saying what topic we're going to do next week?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Summer's mom enjoyed it. She thanks us very much. So next week is Fitness Witness. Or Witness Fitness? No, Fitness Witness makes more sense. Yeah, and so we're going to talk about ways to keep in shape, and we have 3 guests lined up. My friend Julie, who I think is watching, she's going to talk about yoga. She does yoga and meditation. And my friend Celia, who is actually who I know Mary Paige from, is going to talk about the workout she's doing. And then Lauren Testerman from the cast of Love Quirks is going to be on because she's also really into fitness.
That's great. Yep. So we're going to talk about everyone's workout routine.
It should be super fun. I'm excited. Maybe I'll get my weights out. I'll do a little bit on the show.
I'll do some jumping jacks in the back.
Yes. We'll work out for you guys. So we'll be back here next week, Thursday at 4 p.m. Same bat time, same bat channel. That's an old reference. Do you get that from Batman? That's the Batman from the 70s with Adam West. They always at the end say, same bat time, same bat channel. And again, I'm proving that I'm older than all my guests. One week I'll get someone here who's older than me, and then I'll make fun of that person. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll put on the theme song one more time, and then we're going to go out. Yeah. Here we go. What day is it? With Seth and Kelly. All right, see you guys next week.
Next week.